does not match my faith, the core, I cannot bring it. If I have to overwork myself, I shouldn't take it. I need you to grab this. If it doesn't match, you can't go to Jamaica wearing a Hawaiian shirt. You can't carry on things in paradise when paradise says everything that you need I already got. So watch this in the context of the text. Now, for these last couple of weeks, we've been doing this one thing. We've been doing this thing for the last couple of weeks inside. It's to build your faith. We've been doing this for the last couple of weeks to build your faith, correct? So watch this. I need you to write these three down. These three things is going to help you inside of your journey. I need you to grab it. First thing is that there has to be a total commitment. Got to be totally commitment. Second, you got to have this thing what we call consider confidence. Y'all know I don't shake from this confidence. And then the third thing, it has to be totally, watch this, it has to be totally obedient. These are three things in which that you got to figure out when you start going into your paradise. These are the three things in which you need. You need to make sure that you are totally committed, that you have this great confidence, and third is that you are in obedience, total obedience. Grab your Bible. Let's go. Let's teach for a little bit. I got to get you in being total committed. These three things are important, and I got to get you, and I got to show you these. I got to bring these two things back to home. I got to make sure that you don't take mismatched things into your destiny. Second thing is I got to make sure that you don't carry on too many things. You can carry on too many things inside of your destiny. Totally committed. Genesis chapter number 11. I need you to grab this. Ready? I haven't preached in this scene for a while, so you guys got to give it to me. You got to give me a little bit because it's been easy. I got myself adjusted to talking to the camera. Genesis 11. Verse 31. I got to get you to this because in this journey, now, so let me make it plain. To those of you who have been on a cruise, you understand that or you've been somewhere, or you traveled, you find yourself there's different spots that you stop. On my timeline now, it is 4 years ago, we took the kids down to Florida. And so what we did was we took a slow drive. Anybody, when you go somewhere, you take a slow drive, you understand, in the slow drive, you want to stop at some spots to leave some memorials or have some memories. And so this year, 4 years ago around this time, we took the kids down to Florida. And so me and Kiana been driving, all of us been driving back and forth from Georgia to Baltimore, but we've never stopped. We never took a slow drive and stopped at the south of the border. We always passed through. It was this timeline to let us know, listen, we here, we only got to go just a little bit farther, and we in Georgia. But 4 years ago, we stopped because we wanted to buy things and to have a memorial. So I need to get you to this. As you travel in this journey, there's going to be some different stops that you going to make. I need you to grab this. There's going to be, from transitioning from one place to the next place, there's going to be some places that you're going to stop. There's going to be some memorials inside of your life. There's going to be some places where your faith is going to be tested, it's going to be tried, and then you're going to have a place to remember, I've been here, done that, and I got the confidence to go through. But you have to be totally committed to watch this, on your trip to your destiny. You have to be totally committed. Commitment means that sometimes you're going to have to move from one side of town to the next side of town because this is where it pushes you to the next destiny. I've watched me and Kiana. We moved from Essex to Miller River, from Miller River down to Edgewood. It's a transition. You move from one place to the next place. Shay came from New York, did Glen Burnie, now to Edgewood. Because why? I got to get to my destiny. There's some places in which I got to go to, but if I'm not fully committed to the path, it's going to shape me. So here, I need you to grasp that Abraham gives you this understanding of totally committed but he also brought in, he made some mismatched decisions, and he carried things that he should have never carried. I got to show you this. This is you in this season. Genesis 11 and 31. I'm going to paraphrase this. Elder Scott, read it, but let me paraphrase it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Genesis 31 and 11.
Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out from Ur to the Chaldeans to go to Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there.
I need to show you some couple of things about verse 31. 31 shows you that Lot has no leadership ability. Lot wasn't the chosen one. Terah had Abram, and Lot was Terah's brother. So here it is. The next person in line should have been Abraham. I need to get you that. When you're in your season, you are the next in line. Abraham was next in line. And the Lord said unto him, I need you to get from out of your comfort zone, and I need you to start traveling. That's when your faith is going to be activated, when you hear what God has promised and what God has commanded you to do, and you start moving. It's into action. I need you to grab, because this is the thing. I'm going to teach you about things. Things don't want you to prosper. Things don't really want you to enjoy life. And things will mess with other things to get you all combobulated, because it knows you next in line. Here, 31 gives Abraham his assignment. This is where you got to be totally committed. I need you to leave out of your father's house, and I need you to go to where I'm about to show you. You've got to be fully committed to your journey. You got to be totally committed to your journey. On the trip, what I'm taking, first thing I'm doing is taking commitment. I got to take commitment. Because if I don't take commitment, when bumps come in the road, here it is, I'm turning back. This is the thing. You've been watching for weeks and building your confidence, and then trouble comes and you want to turn your back now?
Go ahead.
This is the thing I want you to get. Here, Abram get his assignment, his commitment. I need you to go from here to there. I need you to start traveling. Watch this. Chapter number 12. I like this. Chapter number 12. You leave from 11. Chapter number 12. It shows you his confidence. Because now faith come by what? Hearing God's word. And when you start hearing what God says over your life, it builds your confidence. I keep saying it. Y'all know that's my new thing now. Do not throw away your confidence. Keon. And that's my new thing. Do not throw away your confidence. I done made it too far. I done been through too much to lose my confidence. I done heard something from God, and God has performed for me now to lose my confidence. He says unto Abraham in chapter number 12, Abram, and chapter number 12, he says, I need you to leave your father's house, leave your country. He says, go. He said, your name shall be blessed. Here it is. Abraham come totally, he gets his permission, he get his instruction to board, he becomes confident into this thing. I'm gonna show you how it's really gonna bless you. Y'all there? Go to chapter number 12. Verse number 10. Y'all see 10? Have y'all ever underlined 10? Make sure you underline 10. If you ain't got 10 underlined in your Bible, then you're going to miss, because this is when this faith thing start really working. This is how faith really start acting. BJ, you only got 2 sheets of paper. Bring me the back piece of paper. Watch this. For 10 says, now there was a famine in the land, correct? Abram, he did what?
He went down to Egypt to live there for a while because the famine was severe.
King James Version says he did this. It says, the famine became, Abram went down to Egypt, he sojourned, meaning that's when his faith began to be activated. When you that's an action to your faith, when you start moving to what God has promised you, you start seeing this action. So the second thing, when I'm taking on my trip, guess what I'm taking? Confidence. Because what confidence does? It puts things to action. It'd have been stupid for me to save all this money. You know, that costs a pretty penny, taking all of them suckers. Not just me and Kiana didn't go. We took all of them suckers. We talking about BJ, Brendan, Brianna. We took all of them suckers. And not only into that, Elder Scott, this is what we did. We start packing our bags, and then we start shopping. I know Brandy did this. We started shopping and started seeing other things that we wanted to take because we felt like what we had wasn't good enough. In this process, we paying for the trip. You know, you taking money from out of your paycheck, you save it, and then you start buying. And then you get to the trip, and you say, no, I don't want to go. No, you know how much effort and time I done put into this? When you got to the border, you said, I'm more confident than ever. If God allows me to do this, what else can he do? It's time for us to start going into paradise and taking port after port to see what God can do in our life. Here it says, Abraham, it says, Abram, he sojourned, he left, he moved, he activated his faith. Number 3, on the trip, what I'm taking, you got this, I'm taking total commitment. Taking total obedience. Taking total obedience. I need y'all to grab this when we talk about obedience, obedience comes with rewards. Obedience comes with rewards. Obedience comes with rewards. Y'all ready to get into 13? Let me show you this. And then we're going to get into these mismatch things. Y'all ready? Total obedience into reward. Elder Scott, 11 says this. 11 says he got his direction. 12 shows, watch this, let me make sure. 12 shows that he got his confidence. 13, I got to show you his total commitment. Within total commitment, or excuse me, his total obedience. The Bible says obedience is what? Better than what? Sacrifice. When I obey God, when I trust God, Hebrews 11 says, without faith it's impossible to please God. For they who seek him richly be rewarded. Total obedience brings forth rewards. Correct? Watch what it says in 13. Y'all there in 13? It says, so verse number 1 says, so when Abram went out of Egypt, him and his wife, and everything that he had, and with Lot. Verse number 2 says what?
Abram had become very wealthy in livestock and in silver and gold.
I need you to remember, if I'm taking on a trip, the first couple of things I need to make sure that I take is take commitment, confidence, and obedience. Because when I take these things, the reward is that this. It says Abram was very wealthy in livestock, silver, and gold. See it? Need you to see it. Because when you go on a trip, this is the thing that you need to grab. So let's discuss this mismatch. Y'all ready? Let's discuss this mismatch. Now, verse number 5 says this in verse number 5. It says, now Lot moved about with Abraham, his flock, his herd, his tent. When you take things into place, I need you to grab. This is the thing when you start taking things, mismatch emotions, confident, physical. These are the things which become mismatch. Here it is. You done seen what God is doing into your life, how he's performing in your life. And then you start trying to match yourself up with things that's not according to his will. So let me get you this. So to grab. Lot had no ties to it. Let me give you one point, and then I'm gonna go back up. The lots of life would never accept the promises of your life, over your life. I need you to grab. The lots of your life would never accept the promises over your life. Do anybody get what I mean by that? The lots of life would never accept the promises over your life. Because why? They're not invested. They're not invested in what you have done. Listen, when Lot left and went with Abram, he had no problems because guess what? He had nothing. I need you to grasp. He had nothing to lose. Trouble has nothing to lose. Worrying has nothing to lose. Because it has not benefited. It will never embrace what God promised over your life. When you start mismatching or carrying things over into your destiny, you got to remember, the lots, they don't care. Because watch what it says. It says Abraham moved with Abraham, and he settled there. His faith did not have to meet. His faith never had to meet Abram's faith. Lot's faith never had to meet Abram's faith. When you take things, take people, take ideas, it does not have to meet your faith level. That's all it is. It's tagging. It's tagging along. It's that you now forced it inside the bag because you know it's not part of the luggage. That's why 1 Peter says, everything that you need for God to live, he says his divine power has given you everything you need for God to live in. Here it is, you bringing things over. Dangerous because how dangerous is a carry-on bag? Whoever been on a plane and watched somebody bring in a carry-on bag? How dangerous is a carry-on bag? Luggage is not a problem. A carry-on bag, that's the most dangerous thing on the trip. And what get lost the most is a carry-on bag. What damage us inside of our next dimension is the things that we try to carry on from problem, from life to life, from past to past. We keep trying to bring yesterday into today. We try to keep, we are carry on people. He's taking Lot, not only he's taking Lot, but he's taking Lot's stuff. Now when you start taking on Lot's stuff, you take on Lot problems.
Yep.
That's why I'm telling you, the lots of our life would never embrace, they're only there for the ride because they see your obedience and they see how God keep blessing you and they just keep tagging along. We preach this one time and we call it leech. Only thing leeches does, they step onto you and they drain you out of your own blood. I'm trying to get you to your next destiny and let you know there's certain things that you carry that wants to be carried that does not match your faith decor, and here it is you keep trying to put in your house. So listen, y'all know we didn't get the house we wanted. We got to wait to build a house. And so when we moved into this new apartment, this new condo, it's certain things that Kiana tried to bring into she tried to bring in from one thing to the next. You know, she's just she's what you call them people? She's a hoarder. She likes to hoard one thing to the next thing. You tell her to get rid of it, but here it is. She try to bring it over and over because it looked good. It does not match the decor. Karen, we had a red sofa in the last condo. Now we got a gray. Everything in the last condo ain't gonna match this one. So you gotta change up your whole decor. But when you start moving from destiny to destiny and you keep still bringing over what didn't work in the last one, you find yourself, it becomes more problem than anything. So here it is. I need you to grab. Verse number 5 says, Abram moved. He says, Lot moved. Now Lot moved with Abram and brought all of his flock, his herd, his tent into, watch this, Abram's destiny. Going on a trip, but you take it. I ain't taking. To me, I'm no longer taking on carrying bags. My next cruise, when I stand in line, Brandon, when I stand in line next time, my hands ain't gonna be jam-packed. It's not. Because Ken, you gotta you check in here, then you got another check in, and then you gotta unless I'm gonna do like Mr. Jimmy, get me a wheelchair.
You gotta walk.
He gotta walk.
Long ramp.
You gotta walk that. And here it is. You done been sitting in line, holding all of this stuff. It gets heavy. Just the drink you holding, just for 10, 15 minutes, it get heavy. It start falling. Then you scooting it out. Then they got to search what you bring on because they got to make sure that you don't bring on anything that's not going across the sea. The same thing come back. Here it is. I'm trying to carry on. Half of the clothes shade that we took, I'm going to tell you the truth, half of the clothes in which we took, we didn't even wear. Not one night. We probably got dressed up one night to go to that down. Everything we wore all day long. Why? Because everything that the boat had, everything that was on the boat was there. Everything that you need, this is what I want you to grab. Everything that you need for God to move in your next life, your next dimension, is already there.
All right.
First Peter says, everything that you need for God to live in, his divine power has already supplied everything you need for God to live in. The problem is, we start carrying on. So let me get to this. So here it is. To make sure that you grab this. If it does not meet my face, the core, I cannot take it on because it has not experienced my struggles. Lot never experienced Abram. Lot never experienced Abram's struggles. But yet, it benefited. Watch this. Ready? Verse number 5. Let me show you this. When you're going on a trip, I need you to grab this. When you move from your destiny to destiny, I need you to make sure that you grab this. I cannot, my carry-on bag, listen, I got to keep my carry-on bag for when I'm traveling locally. When I'm traveling internationally, when I'm going places, Shay, I got to keep everything inside the luggage. Because everything in the luggage is everything that I need. If I start bringing on anything else, Shay, in my next move of God, I can't over because things in you that does not fit into my next season. That certain people I can't keep. You get mad because we lose people left and right because why? You don't fit my faith decor. Your level of eyesight, your level of thought process does not meet the core. If you keep doing it, a Hawaiian shirt, and they laughing at you because you don't match. Ready? Verse number 6, I gotta get you. It doesn't. It's Elder Scott. It said verse number 6. It says, "For
them while they stayed together."
It is. The ground couldn't fit it. I got how many of us got one of these? We got one of these. Let me show you the significant thing about this suitcase. When you unzip it, it expands, and it gives you more room, and it gives a handle and access for you to carry. So if they have gotten these things, these luggages, for you to do everything. It cannot be supported by the one. Anyway, this is a What do you do with this one? But all of this is set up for your little. What is this one? What is this one? Use. For watch what it says. It says the land could not support. But here's, you thought it was necessary and smart to bring this one, and it's you by yourself. It's hard to carry. It's hard to guide, because which one you going to focus on? Which one you going to spend more time with? Because this has got everything. This is the stuff you should have never. Whoo. This is the stuff designed for you. This is the stuff you thought that. This is the stuff. First Peter says everything you need for godly living, he's placed it here. But you on a trip, you trying to keep carry on. It's funny because y'all know my mama. My mama and them come down here for like 3 days. They fly on the Thursday and fly out on the Sunday morning. And it's funny because when you go pick them up from the airport, you can't pick them up in the car. You got to pick them up in the truck. Because each one of them coming with bags, and you say, where in the world are y'all going? Where in the world are you? Where are you going? How many outfits do you need to be here for 3 days? 3 days, 2 nights. And this is what you take into the airport? This is what Abram should, and you. If it's only designed for you to hold your stuff, please don't bring into your because it is useless. Watch this. Can I show you how useless? This is like Abraham. Watch what in verse number 7 it says, and it was between Abram herdsman and Lot herdsman. There came a situation. Grab this. Abram had to go to Lot. Abraham. There's a problem. Abraham's destiny. And Lot know that he is the carry-on, and he never goes to Lot and say, you know what? I know this is what God has for you. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to apologize and tell you. Have you ever, can you back, come and say, you know what? You know, I was wrong in this. Everybody point the fingers. It was you, it was you. This you have understand. And apologize for nothing. Come up, guess what they do? Way out. Boom. What can I get from out of this? The graph that Abraham had two splits. If y'all can never read your Bible and find out, Abraham, he had two major splits. It cost him greatly. For the first one was with Lot. The second one was Haggai. If you ever, I always say, Michael Jordan's wife got a bunch of money in her divorce. Nah, I'm going to tell you who was the richest woman out of their separation was Haggai. Haggai got a bunch of stuff out of her. Because Abraham, once again, carried on. Split. Lose. Hey. Are y'all following me so far? Number 7 says, and the quarrel between, watch, Abraham, Lot, Abraham, herdsman. 8 says, Abram said to Lot, I don't want to have a quarrel. What I'll do is, Abraham said, if you pick the north, I pick the south. If you pick the east, I pick the west. Can I give y'all a little note? Carry on chapters to your life. Everybody got your Bible open? Carry-ons bring more chapters. Your Bible? Help me out. I like y'all to talk to me. Y'all in chapter what?
13.
Anybody go, you're in 13? Anybody go to 14? Tell me what 14 says.
Abram rescued.
Why he had to rescue? Because he carried Lot into his. How many chapters that you're adding to your life has adding to your life that should have never, because the carry-ons that you keep carrying. I mean, if you start writing your books, how many chapters that you add because you carried on something that was never designed for you to carry? Chapter 14 says what?
Abram rescued Lot.
What's 15?
God's covenant with Abram.
So I always like to say this. So it should have been 12, but then it should have been 15. Should have never been 14. But then watch this. 16.
Hagar and Ishmael.
19.
19. Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed.
How many chapters? The dangers of a carry-on. The dangers of a carry-on. Because here now, Abram had to now, with everything that God says, I need you to go and let me give unto you. Now it had to be occupied by a carry-on. Brenda, you came to our room, didn't you? How disgusting was that room? Crowded because everybody had a hand. And what you do, you take out, we took out everything and we laid it out. Hang up every clothes. Here Kiana, she's trying to organize the desk. Camera we took no pictures with. We brought chargers and we could not use our phones on the boat. Drinks that we had to keep reminding ourselves to take down to the, because you had unlimited tea, drink, water, coffee, all through the night. We even took cookies, took snacks. But there's an ice cream that there's a restaurant open 24/7. You can get pizza whenever you want. That you had it. Cakes, you had every. You didn't even need it. I'm telling you, whatever your heart desired, you had it. Here it is. You trying to pre-plan, and God said that's already. What do you carry? I carry on. I gotta eliminate. Did I see better, know better, do better? I just keep carrying things over to season after season. I should have left, and this is the thing I want you to grab. This is how I started looking at the text. I should have left Lot. I'm going to leave my Lot back in 11 when I already get my commitment. When I become committed, I'm going to leave every Lot there because I know what every Lot is going to come in and do. It's going to take up. My spiritual walk, I'm walking with, because this is the thing. I can walk easily with this. This is what I'm grabbing. If I want to pull it, if I want to push it, I got to worry about this. I ain't got to worry about this. And this is what we spend most of our time and focus on, is on the carry on. What folks gonna say? How I'm gonna look to other folks? Let's carry on. I spend more waking nights on my carry on than I do my promise. Y'all see it? Going on a trip. What are you not taking? I'm not, can't. I promise you, it's going to go. I got to keep it because she purchased it for me. I got to keep it. But you know where it's at in the back of my closet? It's in the back of my closet. It's back there where the sweater's at. Because it's only seasonal. I know I can't. Only time I can put that on is if I'm going to a birthday, a party for a Hawaiian party. I can't. It does not match. I gotta stay in the culture that I'm in. Mismatching not only my thoughts, my opinions, what God has given unto me into this season. If I mismatch it, I'm taking myself out of my culture. I'm taking myself out of my promise. Two things I got to grab it that I'm not going to take. My carry-on and my outdated shirt. What I am going to carry on, everything that's promised to me. They have no concern. Lot had no concern of Abraham. When I started reading that, Lot had no concern. He never embraced what was promised unto Abraham. You can't tell me that ain't no leech. Your confidence, your faith, you done move, and here it is. Folks keep riding off of. Staying. Staying. I'm getting Nike. I am. After that trip, we went to. I had to go to a meeting inside of New Jersey, and my boss asked me to ride with her, and so I kind of understand this thing now. So what I did was she 2 pairs of shorts for the night. And business. I bought 2 shorts. So I said, Brandon, whatever I wear in the morning time, throwing them shorts for the night. I ain't going to try to have a whole nother outfit for the night. And then I saw them suckers carrying their luggage up and down. You know, we was in, what is it, cafe. Black folks, we got like 15 luggage. And you see the white people with just duffel bags because they just smart. They understand. Listen, I ain't getting dressed all up for this. Me too. Had me a little duffel. Everything was into. Ironed in the morning time. Wore that shirt in the morning. Wore them shoes, the shorts at nighttime. Call it quits. Because if I keep carrying on things, here it is. I got more stuff, more baggage. I got more emotions that I'm holding. I can't get into with that emotions. I can't move to my next position when I'm carrying on things that shouldn't be carried on. Learn them. If I didn't learn anything, if I learned from the natural, that's when I learned from the natural, put in the spirit. Here it is. Going on a trip, there's things I got to carry on, and there's things that I cannot carry on. It doesn't benefit. All right. Let's do it. Wow. My faith, the core, has been through hell and high waters to get to where I'm at now. I done been through things to get to where I'm at now. I know the promises. Mixed match.
Come on, help me say, there is only one name. Come on, sing it out. There is only one name.
They don't embrace me.
Power to save.
Carry on. It doesn't have the same
Power to save.
investment that I have into it.
Come on, sing it out again. There is only one name. There is only one name. Come on, lift up your voices. There is only
Give me hip hop.
power to save. Power to save.
Open your mouth and begin to talk to God.
And our God, He is champion. He reigns forevermore. Hey, forevermore. Come on, sing it out. Say, our God, He's champion. He reigns forevermore. Every knee will bow down. Every tongue will confess. Jesus Christ. You are Lord. Come on, let's sing it out in this place.
Okay.
Say, oh,
Father, we thank you for giving us this opportunity
He's champion.
to hear your word. God, I pray that your man servant, that is the word to change our life, to increase us, to build us, to shape us and change our life. God, we also bless you today. Strengthen us. Fill us in this time. Keep us by your word. We'll love to give your name glory and honor. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Elder Scott, we're in the building as we hope.
Come on, somebody open your mouths and worship the Lord in this place. Hey!
can never ask or think. Bible says when 2 or 3 are gathered in the midst, that He's there right now. Whatever you are in need of, whatever that one God can do for you. Let's touch it.